Hello everyone, how are you? Good, glad to hear it. Okay, I've got a bit of a cold, so yeah, so I'm not okay, but so I think we'll struggle through. Let's see, it's the 12th of January 2020. For some reason I got my dates wrong on the last video. I said it was the 5th of December. I think it was just because I was so enwrapped up in my Christmas vacation. I lost track of time. But anyway, if I haven't said so already, have a happy new year. And I think we'll get into it. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about this. Now I've had this guitar a while. It's a Fender USA Standard Stratocaster. I think it's a 90s model. The serial number is actually written on the neck rather than on the back. It ends in 9, so I think it's a 90s one. I'm not. I'll have to look that up. But I mean, what attracted me to it first of all is this lovely. It's sort of like a purpley colour. I think they call it midnight blue, but with time, the finish has kind of gone this sort of purple. The pick guard has kind of gone greenish. Now, okay, so I'm on the clean channel, but I've turned the volume down a bit. As I said before, I don't want to annoy my neighbours. So if I put the clean boost in. Right, one bridge pick up a moment. Yeah, so it's a pretty good Strat. It's also got what's known as a TBX tone control, which is basically it's like a sweet switch where you can put it about halfway, and then when you're on the mid settings, it gives you that Clapton, what's known as like the woman tone. Yeah, so I can use that, but generally I haven't been using it. Okay, so, but I mean there's quite a good range of sounds you get out of it. Let's see, so we're on clean, we've got the clean boost in. If I give it some phaser, now using this MXR, it's a Van Halen Phase 90 with a button pressed in, but if you use like a script Phase 90, set on what, about 10, 11 o'clock, something like that. Right, some delaying. I think you can see where I'm going with this. So we can get some quite sort of classic 70s sounds, very sort of Blackmore, Gilmore, if you like that sort of thing. So those sounds are already there. Let's turn that off. Got some chorus, we could put some of that in. talked about the neck profile. I mean, I've been playing, you know, you might notice like a few videos ago I got that Jackson DK. The neck profile on this, it's slightly thicker, but I kind of prefer it. It's nice, and it's probably because I'm so used to playing it, even though I haven't played it for a while. But it's really comfortable, and I find that my hands just fall into the natural positions. So I'm not doing too much finger lifting. If I'm making a mistake, I mean, that's probably because I'm trying to play and trying to talk to you guys as well. So there's, you know, there's limits to what I can do, you know. Okay, shall we get into some drives? I think that might be a good idea. So I mean, well, let's see. I've been thinking we could try and get like a vintage overdrive. I'll leave the clean boost in, but I'm going to roll a volume pot on here. So I'm using this Wampler Pinnacle pedal. Right, there's a bit of mains hum there. That's unfortunate. So it's on about volume 1 here is about 4 o'clock. Because if I turn it up too much, then it starts to squeal. That's just unfortunate because of the room acoustics of where I'm playing. Live it might not be so bad, but we'll leave it in about 4. So that's one option. Another option is on the katana itself. At the moment I'm on the clean channel. We can put it on the crunch channel on there. You see, all of a sudden that's instant AC30 territory. We'll use that TBX control again. Take that delay off. Yeah, I'm using my fingers actually. You can do it for a while, but it starts to hurt. Yeah, so it's kind of sort of like indie. I mean, you've probably never heard me playing indie music before, have you? But anyway. Yeah, so yeah, so we could do that. Let's put it back on clean. Right, now, in my last video I demoed this Digitech grunge pedal, so I'm using the same settings I used last time. Yeah, I did a little bit more research on those. I mean, like when Dodd used to make them, I mean, like, I don't know what they were thinking.
because well, the labels were slightly different. I mean, like, instead of low it said butt, and then instead of high it said face. So, and then like down here it said FX69. So I really don't know what they were thinking. I mean, kind of, you know, I mean 90s. I mean, what, Beavis and Butthead, I suppose, or you know, Bill and Ted. Hey, he said butt face, dude. You know, or you know, oh come on. I mean, really. Anyway, so they've seen sense since those days, and now it just says loud, low, high, grunge. So anyway, with my volume rolled off, still got the volume, so clean boost in, guitar volume rolled off at the moment, practically nothing. So that's now on. As you can hear, there's a bit of hiss in the background. So we're on between 3 and 4. Yeah, so don't forget to palm mute. Put this load back in, and then so you see how those harmonics come out, and that's just I mean, yeah, there's always talk about, oh, you can't use a Strat for heavy metal music, but I think, you know, really, like, you get yourself a decent Strat, it's probably the most versatile instrument that there is. And you can, hang on, I just took it off. Yeah, you can, this is a 90s one, so you can pick the USA standard models up not fairly cheaply. I mean, alright, not mega cheap, I mean, unless you strike lucky, but sort of £600-700, certainly under £1,000 you can get something pretty good, and it's going to see you through, you know, because remember it's an all-round instrument. You can use it for like most forms of music, and then maybe you can think about some mods. I mean, there's some mods that, you know, some things on this compared to some of the other guitars I've got, it doesn't have the locking tuners, for example. The trem plate, even though it's one of these older American Standard trem systems, the block, it's actually quite slim, where some of my other guitars, they have this nice big fat block, and that improves the sustain, so that might be worth changing. Also, the 80s, there were guitars called the Strat Plus, and they had like a roller nut here, so that, you know, that could perhaps be changed. The frets, I think they're medium jumbo, they're not sort of jumbo. The pickups you might think about maybe, I mean, these are they're quite pop. I forget what they're called, but these are like the standard pickups on that guitar. You might think about like putting rail pickups in there, you know, like DiMarzio's or Seymour Duncan's, or those stack pickups. You might want to think about that. But generally, yeah, it's you know, it's quite an all-round instrument. I mean, if I just put this on again. No, we're still on the bridge. I mean, you can do sort of Iron Maiden type stuff. I mean, it's yeah, that sort of thing. You know. When you gradually crank the volume up. Yeah, so I hope that was some interest. I mean, for me, you know, because like I say, I've had this guitar for, you know, quite a while, and it's just been sitting there. I mean, you know, one of the reasons why I stopped playing it was, I mean, like, you know, the strings were aging and it was getting a bit grimy, so I sort of cleaned it up. And I mean, to be really honest, I mean, there was a phase where I was kind of going off the electric guitar and I was getting more into like acoustic and like Spanish music, and you know, so it kind of been a bit neglected. But you know, when you come back to it and you realise, you know, I just realised it's just how good and how versatile it is, and then you also then realise that just, you know, just one good guitar, and then maybe like a couple of others just to cover. You know, certain other styles, you know, maybe like a Les Paul or maybe a Telly, or maybe like one with like some hotter pickups, you know, like with humbuckers, and that's pretty much all you need, you know. Yeah, because you know, it will serve you for a few years, you know. It is worth the outlay, and even though like Fender they're doing like well, like what they call now, Strat Ultras. They're almost like £2,000. I mean, you don't need to spend £2,000 to get something of, you know, really good quality. I mean, this is, you know, case in point. It's just a case of just, you know, just hunt round, you know, like look on eBay or in the second-hand section of you know, music shops, etc. And I'm sure you'll find something. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you like this video, please comment below. If you want to, yeah, please subscribe, and then yeah, yeah. So I think we'll leave it there for today. Oh, okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.